Okay guys, I'm gonna give you a look behind the scenes in my studio office space because I have a project I want to do and I want to take you along with me while I do it. This is an organizational project and some people have asked for behind the scenes looks at like how I film and what all my equipment and my space and everything looks like. So I'm gonna just try to show you. It's a very small space, so it's actually kind of hard to get it on camera, especially with this like bigger Sony camera that I use. It would be easier on my phone where I can do like a wider angle lens. But anyway, I'm just gonna show you where I'm at right now and then the things that I'm gonna do to try to organize the space a little bit better. So this is my desk space and this is where I usually sit to film. So I've got my iMac on my desk there and then my chair here, and there's a lot of stuff going on over here. So I actually just went through and like reorganized my nail stuff recently so that I could keep it out where it's easier to get to. So I've got like my nail polish remover and some of my tools that I use frequently. And then this little guy back here is my skincare fridge. So I've got some like serum and moisturizer and stuff in there. Got some card making supplies over here, and that's what's in that bin at the back there as well. And then like my packing tape and stuff that I use frequently. This is my PLG pouch and flair doom pile. So I had it better organized until recently when I started digging through it to find things, and now it's just a big mess again. So this is mostly what I'm trying to address in this video. I want to get some like shelving and other organizing things in place so that I can get all of this up off of my desk and have it displayed so that I can actually see what I've got. So I bought a couple of floating shelves and I bought like an over-the-door organizer that I'm going to put over here. Well, first, okay, let me finish showing you all this stuff. So I've got some more like card making stuff. I've got some of my Pop Mart items, my fake Labubu and a Hachi Pupu, and what is that other guy called? Twinkle Twinkle, my Twinkle Twinkle pendants, and then some headbands and just like skincare, and then this is my dip nail stuff. These are a bunch of nail products that I need to put back in my larger nail organizer. I have this easel for artwork that I don't really use, but I'm actually using it more for just like storage space right now. This is another doom pile in the corner of just like some boxes and random things that don't fit anywhere else. I actually have this nice like closet space over here. It's just, I guess it's more of a cabinet. And I keep like extra kitchen stuff in there, so like small appliances and things. And then you guys see this stuff behind me all the time. So this is like my little bookshelf that has bags hanging off of it at every point. This over here is the door that goes into our den. And I don't want to put anything on that door because it actually opens like outward. So I want to keep that clear. I actually really love my little shelves up here where I keep my perfume. Okay, but this door, this is the closet in my studio, and I keep bags inside of this closet, but I need to go through and organize the closet. This door I already put some hooks on, and that's where I like to hang bags that I have like in my rotation. So I've got some bags up there now, as you can see. I've got a couple of clothing items too. I kind of had styled that in the summertime, and I probably need to just put those clothes back in the closet. It's like some cardigans and a dress and a jean jacket. But I've been using all of these bags pretty frequently. And this door is really sad because the people who lived here before us had dogs that tore up the bottom of it for some reason. Okay, here is my stuff that I got from Target that includes some floating shelves. And this is like a bigger floating shelf. And then that is a couple of smaller floating shelves that match. But then I also got these guys. So these are hanging closet organizers. And that's a skinny one, and then this is a wider one. And I thought I could put these in my closet over here once I get space cleared out. And then I could use these to store some of my bags. I'm not sure if totes are going to fit in this bigger one, but this one I thought I could use for littles, or like my really small bags, like my small koala probably will go in there. And I don't know, I'm just going to try it. I might end up taking this smaller one back. Like this one might just be more useful for me. So I'm going to give it a try. And I got the shelves that I could put little pouches on, like my taco tassels and my small Roswell and things like that. But then I also got this organizer. This is an over-the-door one, and so I'm actually going to put it on the closet door and show you what that looks like. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it. I got it hung up. I do kind of wish it hung lower on the door. Just because I'm so short, it's kind of hard to like see up there and reach, but I put some of my pouches up in this top little basket area. And then I hung all of my flair, and it looks a little more chaotic than I had hoped it would. But I tried to sort of organize things. I've got like a lot of my non-PLG flair over on this side, although it is kind of all mixed together. But I've got a gordita pouch over here, and then my apple pouch, my betta fish, Clara the pig, and my gopher from the Minnesota store. Popsicle and Candy Rush, then some like, this is from Target, keychains, some other, this is just like a Labubu charm, and then another Target, and my cat, this is a PLG one, and then some Maker Made flair. My Cousin It tassel, and my heart pouch that I just got. Some more Maker Made tassels down here. Some PLG keychain tassels, some like regular tassels. My birds and pinata charm. My monarchas. So, I don't know. I'm liking that I got it all up off of the desk. I cleared up a lot of space over here. So my little organizer, I can actually see what's in it now. And I've got a couple of like random things here that can go down in there. This little brush can go in there too. Okay, well pretend like the cord isn't dangling there from my light. But yeah, now this little organizer just has like some little flower charms. These are like things that wrap around the handle of my bag. I think I can swap out the flower on this one, yeah. So I've got a couple of different flowers there. And then these ones are not snaps, they just are together like that. And then this is a PLG flower snap. So that can go around your strap as well. So those go in there. I'll put my O-rings in here too. I've got one that's just hanging out there for now. The main thing is that I can see stuff. Because I really struggle when I can't see what I have, I forget about it. Like that's the ADHD coming out. So as long as it's in front of my face and I can see it, then I'll remember that I can use it. I do want to know how it's going to look when I have this in the background of my videos. Okay, well, I mean, it's a little bit chaotic up there, but honestly, I usually have you angled down enough that I don't think you're even going to see it that much. So it just gives a little more visual interest. You can kind of look at my pretties back there, but they get blurred out in the background of my video anyway. So I think it'll be okay. This is what I'm going to do for tonight. I do have to run pretty soon. It's still Sunday evening, and I have a ticket to go see the Taylor Swift Life of a Showgirl movie at 8 o'clock, so I'm going to get ready to go do that. And then probably tomorrow at some point, I am going to work on the project of clearing out that closet and putting those closet organizers in, or at least one of them, and seeing if many of my bags fit in there. I really would love to not just have bags sitting around. Like, if I could at least get most of them put away, that would be super helpful. And I would like to have them all in one place, because right now I've got some of them just sitting out, I have some of them in the closet hanging on hangers, and then I have some actually in a different closet, stored away where the cats can't get to them. So, like, I'm lucky that my animals leave the things in my office alone. I don't really have issues with them, like, getting into these bags or messing with them. But I would just like to have them stored away in a safe place where I know that nothing bad can happen to them. So yeah, that's my next goal. And then I think once I do that, I will be able to like actually have an inventory of all of my stuff. I've got like an idea of how much stuff I have, but it'll be much easier if I can see it all in one place. So that's my goal. I will come back. I'm gonna just stop recording here for now, but I'll finish off this video later. So anyway, I will come back tomorrow or maybe the next day and continue on with this project. Okay, it is the next day and I've finished organizing my office for now. I mean, there's definitely more that can be done. There's still some like boxes that need to be dealt with and just general clutter that I need to probably go through and organize and get rid of some stuff. But for the most part, things are where I want them to be. So I'll give you guys a little tour so that you can see how I put stuff in this tiny space where I have a lot of items that need to be packed away, but also easily accessible. Like that's a big part of it, is that I want things to be in their proper place, but I also want to be able to get to them easily. So let me show you around. Again, it's not perfect, but it's better than it was. I'm feeling less overwhelmed by my stuff now, which is always good. Okay, so here you can see my wall where I've got, that's the door into the den, remember? Here's my desk space. I have my big lights. These are my studio lights. So that's how I make sure that you guys can see the colors accurately. My desk space, I cleared off a lot of space up here to the right. This is where my giant mountain of flair was. And now all I have is this little organizer. I'll show you guys what's in this. So my Roswell pouch has camera stuff in it right now, which is why it's sitting over here. I've got like my little microphones and a charging brick and just a few random things in there. But then the rest of this organizer is wallets. So I've got my quesadilla, my double zip that came in a mystery box. I've got a Euro wallet, a couple of love bugs, a Daisy Plus, and then my mini daisies. This is my teeny tiny tote where I'm currently storing my extra links for my strap. And then these are just some little charms. I think I already showed you guys a lot of this stuff. This is a blood sugar meter and like extra lancets for that. My mockingbird pouches are still in here. And then just some random gadgets. I've got another charging brick, some computer stuff. This is a brush for brushed leather. It's a horsehair brush. And I do use that somewhat frequently, so I figured I would just leave it there. This is just like a shopping bag. So those things can all live in this little caddy. Give you a look at this wall. So I took some of the stuff off of the back of this door. Again, this is the torn up door. That just goes out into my hallway. But I've got the cobalt triangle I'm going to take to my mom when I go to visit her. The duffel bag that's hanging there I bought today. I actually needed a new suitcase to just do like shorter trips with. And I went into the Vera Bradley store when I was going to the PLG outlet today. And that was $70 and that seemed like a really good deal, so I grabbed it. This is the purse that I carried today. I took my shortbread festival with my pig and my corn pouch. And that was a hit. People really liked that combo. I put up this cute little shelf and I decided to just display a couple of little items up here. So I put my Supernova Lucy and my little ribbon, which by the way is still up for grabs if anybody wants that purple ribbon. And my square pouch in beetle. And then I've just got a couple of little cute guys up there on display. You guys should be very proud of me because I finally changed my calendar to say October instead of August. We skipped over September entirely. I've got my little letterboard sign that just always sits back there. Let's see. Okay, here is my flair thing. And I've got a couple of pouches up on top. My pinch pouch and my Madrona Eclipse. And there are a couple of small items inside of the Eclipse. And then my little keychain pouches. So I've got my taco keychain and my Baja mini dop. And then just lots of stuff hanging up here. It looks a little more chaotic than I would like for it to. I may still look for some jewelry organizers so that I can display my tassels and things a little more nicely. But at least for now, it's all up off of my desk and I can see everything. So when I'm trying to decide what I want to put on my bags, I can like come over here and take a look at what I've got and make a plan. That was something that I was not able to do before. Over here, I've got my fragrances, and then I put up these little shelves that I can stick some pouches on. So I've just got my Meadow Eclipse, and then my little Cowboy Blue Seesaw pouch, my Foxglove Taco Tassel, my Empire utility pouch, and then my new Stardust Wonder pouch over here. And then let me show you in the closet. So this is what I really worked on like all night tonight, and that was finding a way to get all of my bags in the closet in a way that I can see them, and I'm gonna move you guys because you're not at a great angle. Okay, so as you can see, I put up some hanging organizers. So this one has bigger holes, and that one has smaller ones. And so I stuck bags in this one, and I tried to do it in a way that they're in there pretty nicely, and like I have some of them stuffed. I want them to be compact, but not like getting smushed. So that's the goal. And then I have a few sitting over here. This is actually, I just have my Cobalt tote, and then my Sugar Snap large Devon is just nested down inside of it for right now. They just fit easily that way. So those are off to the side, sitting on a little like drawer organizer. And I mean, you can see here I've got like a Lucy, and then this is a small circle, and then my two koalas are in this compartment together. Here I've got my stack of journals and my Rancher wallet that I'm just not using. I need to sell those. Actually, a lot of this stuff needs to be sold. This Dakota extra large makeup bag fits in the little pouches. And then here I've got two kangaroos and a raindrop. And then I've got a couple of circle bags and a large or medium tote. I think this is a medium tote. I've got a Red Panda bucket and my Anjou butterfly, the Key Lime slouchy, my pink suede large Naomi, my Durango oversized Naomi. This is my new vanilla small zip tote. And then my two medium crossbodies, I've got Avocado and Cabo. And then on the bottom are my two Lolas, my Cold Brew and Key Lime Lolas. And then I've got a couple more totes here. So there's a Reef tote. This is the Cold Brew Verona, large Verona, and the Mango medium Verona. Then I've got my large August in Meadow, my Calla Lily Market tote, and then my triangles go all the way to the wall. So I've got 5 of those right now. Yeah, and that is my entire bag collection. So I will make a separate video showing you guys all of those bags. I've had several requests for like a full collection review or a full collection video. So I will make that for you guys soon. I will be taking a few of these things to my mom and to give as gifts to people. And actually one of the gifts is over here. My cousin's Wildflower Lucy is in its own box off to the side. I didn't mix it with my stuff, but I did find this Lucy and Mamie at the outlet store today. And I know people don't like Mamie. I like it. I think it's really pretty. If you like pastels, if you're into the ice cream colors, if you like the texture on these bags, I think that this is actually super cute. It's just a really beautiful like peach color. And this was on sale 70% off. So it was kind of like the vanilla tote. I just was like, that's so cheap, I can't pass it up. And actually, my friend who I'm going home to see this weekend, it's her birthday. And she looks really cute with pastels, and I think that she'll get use out of this. So I bought this to take to her, and I'm going to give this to her as a little birthday gift, and I hope that she likes it. So my cousin, who is like a wonderful friend of mine, and has been my whole life, and my best friend since middle school, and I will all have Lucy's, and I just think that's fun. So anyway, I'm going to take this to her. I'll pack it up later. But yeah, I mean, so you can kind of get an idea of what my collection is looking like right now. Oh, I forgot to mention, this box down here has a Key West mini snap backpack that I need to sell. I've just accepted that backpacks are not for me. I keep buying them and trying to make them work for me, but I just never use a backpack. So I'm gonna sell that one. I think I carried it like once and just, it was really cute, but I'm not gonna reach for it on a regular basis. And then this Red Panda bucket that's on top of it is the one that I need to sell that I got at the outlet, thinking that I had somebody on Facebook who wanted it, but that person already found what they needed, so now I just need to find another buyer for that bag. So I'll probably list that one on Treat. I'll do both of those on Treat, and then I think I have a couple other things that I want to list on Treat too, so maybe tomorrow I will work on getting listings up. But yeah, that's what my space is looking like for now. I think I will feel more inclined to do like Trish does sometimes and show you guys like switching over my bags and just how I decide how to put my daily bag look together. I do like to switch between my bags frequently, so that's a process that I usually just did on my own because it was so chaotic that I didn't want to try to show you how I was doing that. But at this point, things are more organized and easier to display, so I think that I could show you if I felt so inclined. I want to get my background in here. This closet has an interesting smell to it, and I think it's just all of the different bags in there together, because some of them do have a little bit more of that chemical smell, and then some of them just smell like leather, so I think that they're all meeting each other and kind of getting used to being together. Maybe I'll toss my silica gel packets in there and see if that'll absorb some of that extra fragrance. But okay, here we are in the space with the background. I kind of like it. It's a little bit more busy and just, there are more things to look at with this whole situation up here and then my little display shelf, but I think it's pretty cute. I don't know, you guys tell me what you think. Let me turn this light off and see how we look in the camera. I have to play with the lighting because I can make these lights warmer or cooler, and they're a little bit cooler right now. I don't know, how's that looking? You guys feel like you can see me okay? Do the colors look normal? I don't know, maybe it's hard to tell. And maybe it is better with the overhead light on. Yeah, I think that does just brighten things up overall and make it look a little bit more natural. Anyway, probably nobody cares but me, but I'm just always trying to make it look as good as I possibly can. But yeah, that's my space. And for anybody who's been wondering how I film, I just use a Sony camera, and I have it on a tripod right now that I set on my desk. So it's really helpful having the desk more clear because I don't have to like look for a spot to stick it. And then I do actually have a sit-stand desk, so I can make you guys go up or down. And then of course I can adjust the tripod as well. But that's kind of nice having that flexibility. And so usually I just put you on a tripod facing this direction. And then I've of course got my big studio lights, the box lights that create like bright lights, but they're softer. They're not as harsh as a ring light. Sometimes I use a microphone, sometimes I don't. In this small room, I don't always feel like I need it. I've learned to just yell at the camera and that seems to work pretty well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I record onto an SD card and then when I'm done, I put it on my computer, and I actually end up putting the footage on an external hard drive, and then I just work off of that so I can switch between my desktop or my laptop. So that's how I do it. It's pretty simple. But yeah, here's a little look behind the scenes. I guess this is the life of a YouTube showgirl. I hope that I hope that it's interesting to you guys to see my space and just kind of know what the room looks like to me. I know that I always enjoy peeking behind the curtain of YouTubers that I like to watch and follow. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Thank you for keeping me company as I worked on this project. I feel really good that I got this accomplished. I think it's going to make my day-to-day life a lot easier just having everything in its place. So let me know if you have any organizational solutions for your flair particularly. I like what I have going on in the closet. I don't think I need to change that right now, but I would like to maybe just add some other maybe like a wall jewelry organizer or something to display my flair just in a little bit more pretty of a way. Yeah, it could be better, I think. So comment down below if you have any suggestions for me, and let me know if you have any questions about what I used here. I think everything that I put up on the walls and in the closet came from Target, and it was all pretty affordable. I spent probably less than $75 on all of those materials, so that's what I got. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Click that little bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a video. And I also need to share with you that we hit 500 subscribers, so that's a really exciting milestone for me. I wasn't really even expecting to get there this weekend. I just looked at my dashboard this morning and I was right at 500, so that was really, really exciting, and I thank you guys so much for caring enough to hit the subscribe button. It just means the world to me. I am on my way to 1,000 subscribers. That's a really important milestone because that's when I can monetize this channel, and Lord knows I need to monetize the channel so that I can keep buying Portland Leather Goods items to show to you guys. I know a few people enjoyed my clothing haul that I did the other day as well, and yeah, if I want to keep showing you guys products, being able to monetize this channel and like at least break even is really important. So still working towards 1,000, really hoping that I might be able to hit that goal by the end of the year. I've picked up a little momentum recently, so yeah, I'm still pushing for it. If you watch my videos and you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It really makes a huge difference for us small creators, and I just appreciate you guys' support so much. All right, thanks again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.